I'm Brian O'Shea from the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. I'm here in Peperpot Nature Park, Suriname, and I'm here to study the bird communities in this former coffee plantation that is now a regenerating coastal swamp forest. Peperpot is an interesting place. It is situated right on the boundary between Suriname's largest city and the vast, mostly intact ecosystems of the country's interior. More than 300 species of birds have been recorded here. And that's due in large part to the fact that there is so much forest in the landscape around Peperpot. As the metropolitan area of Paramaribo expands in the coming years, we can expect that there will be changes in the landscape around Peperpot. And most of those changes will involve a reduction in the amount of forest and fragmentation of any forest that remains through the building of roads and other infrastructure. And we expect that this will significantly impact the composition of the avifauna in Peperpot. We use nets to capture birds at several locations in Peperpot to collect data and measurements. Birds fly into these nets and become entangled. They're not harmed in any way. We check the nets frequently and transport the birds back to a central station for processing. We place a unique numbered metal ring on each bird's leg to allow us to identify that individual. In addition, we also collect data on age, sex, wing length, molt, weight, and body condition. We also take photos of each individual bird, both to confirm the identification and also to see how that bird's plumage may change over time. The entire process takes less than 5 minutes, after which the birds are released. We're collecting these data for several reasons. For one, we want to know which bird species are in Peperpot and how common they are, and how that may change over time. For individual birds, we're interested in knowing how much space they use in the park. We're also interested in any local movements, particularly movements of, say, 1 kilometer or more. Suriname has the highest proportion of intact forest of any country in the world, and that is tremendously important for global conservation. With roughly 90% of Suriname's population living on the coast, it's hard for people to gain a connection with these forests that they almost never see. Peperpot is a great place to begin to build that connection.